you can make this job just dangerous as you want it.
The main thing that we take into consideration is the product that we're putting out on this particular crop. What is downwind of it, we have to be very conscious of where any drift might go. Probably the second most important thing is obstructions, whether it be cell towers, highline wires, anything, trees around the edge of the field, anything that can be an obstacle to us while we're applying.
I own and operate A&M Flying Service here in Carlisle, Arkansas, which we started in 1990. It's family run, and I've got two sons that are going to be flying, and we've been here almost a little over 20 years. I started down the road here flying for another operator. My father started in Lone Oak, Arkansas in the 60s with his two brothers flying a Super Cub like this one here, hauling 600 pounds of fertilizer and 90 gallon of liquid. The airplanes now we have the 802 Air Tractor, which will haul 800 gallon liquid and 4,600 pounds of dry at a speed of 160 mile an hour at a cost of $1.2 million compared to probably $2,000 or $3,000 for the Cub when they had started.
The first job I had, I was flying a Stearman with a 300 horse Jacob on it, and it had, matter of fact, it had a wood hopper in it, and the didn't even have a spray system on it. On that particular one, it had a wood spreader on it, and it was very, very raw. I mean, it was back, and you do good to haul 800 to 1,000 pounds in it, and it was just very basic. It had a little windshield stood up about that tall. That's the only thing you had. You'd freeze to death in the winter and burn up during the summer. But it was an experience learning how to do it. And of course, I was a young kid, and that's what I wanted to do. So that's where I got started. Spraying, we put out herbicides on rice, soybeans, wheat. We also put out insecticides, and we put out a product called Quilt, which is a fungicide, and Headline, which is a fungicide that goes on rice, beans, corn. There's just all different kind of things you can put fungicides. Put it on peanuts and everything else.
I've done my share of damage to an airplane before. I've run through a set of wires and actually totaled one out, taken off. Didn't quite make it.
Yeah, during that crash, I did hit a cow. And matter of fact, the airplane probably would have flipped if I hadn't hit it. It was, I went into a pasture and there was about 20 or 30 of them, and then when I hit the ground and the airplane popped back up, there was just one that didn't move, so I got him.
Like anything else, it gets to be a job. I mean, the hours are long, and but one thing, I mean, when you come back to it, you gotta love it. I mean, you can't do it just for the flying the airplane, because you'll get burned out, and you can't really, in my opinion, you gotta love agriculture. I mean, I farmed growing up, and I love to fly, so this is a real good mix for me. When I'm not flying, I can go help on the farm. I still drive tractors and help on the farm, and it's definitely a way of life. I mean, it's definitely a lifestyle, I guess I should say.